everybody, close your eyes for impact. Let's try to follow it as best as we can. Alright, hello everyone, and welcome back to Beyond All Reason. So today we have an insane 2v2 from probably some of the best Beyond All Reason players I've ever seen. Starting in the top left corner of Melting Glacier, we have Malady and Ragna. Malady is playing Armada, Ragna is playing Armada as well. If you aren't aware, they did win the August tournament, which was a 2v2 tournament, and this game is actually from that tournament. And yeah, they played incredibly. So in the bottom right here, we have Flash playing Armada, and then we have Teddy playing Cortex. So we have one Cortex player. So that just shows you why I love Armada so much. It's just the best. Well, I'm kind of kidding, but you know, this is going to be a great game. So for wind speed, our low wind speed is 5, and the high is 25. Tidal speed is 25. We might actually see tidal generators this game. It wouldn't surprise me considering like all of this is sea. Hopefully we do get to see some naval battles, hovercraft battles at the very least, and maybe some airplay as well. But in terms of how this map is structured, bots or vehicles, I'd say probably just I'd say maybe bots for like just purely land-based stuff, but already we're seeing some airplanes come out. We have a fighter crossing the glacier, going over Teddy's base. We have Flash using shipyard here, a skater, nice. So that is anti-air, so if it does come in contact with the fighter, it might be able to take it down after a while if the fighter doesn't get away. Another scout coming out from Ragna. Malady building a transport, trying to get to land, you know, be the first one on land, which is definitely not a bad strategy. You're going to be able to get your eco going a lot faster than if you're on the water, just because there are so many mexes here on the land. All these green circles are mexes, so that's going to give you metal, and then energy is going to come from these wind turbines that people are going to be building. Doesn't look like there's any geothermal stuff. In terms of, these are two, these are also two. Okay, so there's no difference in the output of these mexes, as far as I'm aware. And pretty basic stuff so far. Shipyard from Teddy. Okay, so we both have a ships down here for the cool color team. For Malady and Flash, or Malady and Ragna's team. Malady is building a bot lab, so I was correct. Bots might be a little bit better. Just, you know, for this like terrain stuff, it's nice to not be stuck on it, like you would with a vehicle. Vehicles go super slow when they're going up terrain like that. Ragna's also transporting his commander down to this main glacier here, and he did get rid of his airbase. So honestly, all he did was produce a fighter and a scout. He does have a gunship too, and a bomber. So, you know, just some light harassment stuff. Probably not going to be too powerful. I'm assuming Teddy's already built, yeah, anti-air, and I'm assuming Flash has as well. Actually don't see any anti-air from Flash. It looks like his tidal generator was actually hurt, probably by that bomber. So yeah, harassing Flash might be a good idea here, at least while he doesn't have any defenses built up. Somehow Teddy has already spotted these guys' base. I'm not entirely sure how, or maybe he's just assuming that's where they landed. I'm not entirely sure. But now we do have Flash sending some skaters over there to confirm. And skaters aren't going to really be able to do anything to anything on the land here. Malady getting his eco up and running. Still just building construction bots. No army units as of yet. Any radar? I don't see any radar. Very big disappointment from Malady here. From Ragna, also not building any radar, but he's a little bit behind, so it makes sense. And by a little bit behind, I mean it's going to take 30 seconds for this construction vehicle to come out. So honestly, eco in this game is going to be quite hampered. Now we do have this light gunboat just tearing down all of these wind turbines. That's kind of a decently large blow for the top left team, really dragging their economy down. Actually, it's looking pretty stable right now. They did end up getting these wind turbines up, but it's not a nice thing to have happen to you, right? But Ragna and Malady are just going to be camping the center island, which I think is quite a good play, and I like it better than taking the sea. Now they have like a strong base from which to have a decent amount of air units, and I think air is definitely what's going to win this game, because these guys have already lost the sea game. There are too many ships out at this point for them to really regain control of the sea through ships. They could possibly do it through hovercraft. Could possibly, but I think doing it through air would be the best, because then anti-air has to be spent defending your base, so that's a waste of resources, and you know, they'll find anything that's not defended by anti-air, which means you're also going to have to be making anti-air ships, and it's just like a whole thing. So Malady is going to be making sure you can see any ships coming his way with these ticks here. Not a bad strategy at all. Still no radar tower, looks like. Huge disappointment, honestly. From a top player. This is embarrassing. No, I'm kidding. Am I really kidding? No, not at all. Yeah, so we do have some tidal generators looking like they're going to be built. I'm actually not sure if 25 is even good. I feel like I've seen it at 50 before, but maybe that's just like super good or like not balanced modded map. I'm not entirely sure. So if someone could like give me a reference for how good this tidal speeded is, that'd be awesome. Alright, so we do have some more supporting gun modes, you know, fishing around. Not really going to be able to do any damage though. Very good. Nice. Not really going to be doing any damage. There's not really anything on the coast that they're going to be able to hit, and they don't have that much range. Their range is, dang, could I see stats, please? 280, so yeah, they're not really going to be hitting anything. If they are, it's just going to be something inconsequential like this radar tower here. Inconsequential? A radar tower? No, never. Yeah, putting some torpedoes along your coast would honestly be a great idea in my opinion, but just depends on what people want to do. Is that a cloaked mechs going up? Yes, these are cloaked mechs going up. Just so the ships can't hit them, I'm assuming. Although, it looks like these dolphins, or this dolphin is not going to be able to hit it anyways, but you never know. Are these more supporters coming out? Yes, they are. Alright, if you guys like stuff like this, I'd recommend you to like and subscribe to the channel. Last video did really well, so hopefully this video follows it up pretty nicely for all of you new people that joined. Great to see you here. Alright, so we have Flash running into the ocean. Running far away. Looks like he's going to be, what, building mexes? Yeah, building mexes in the sea and you know, doing a little bit of island hopping as well. Is Ragnar going to be building in the air? No, looks like he's building some hover tanks, which is a great choice. Crocodiles, not my favorite. I actually like halberds better, but since he is playing Armada, they're not going to have access to any halberds. So crocodiles are about the best tier 1 hover boat you can get. These supporters are able to hit this Twilight mechs that did not come up in time. So it looks like it will be going down. And that's that for that poor mech. So Ragnar's going to be down in metal, unfortunately. But there's not much he can really do about it. And Teddy has a hovercraft platform and a seaplane platform. He's going to be building some seaplane gunships. Honestly, you almost never see. How many cutlasses does he have? So he has 3 gunships right now. There is a decent amount of anti-air, at least around Ragnar's main base. These outer layers are not defended by anti-air at all. So, well, there's some anti-air over here. But, looks like Ragnar didn't fully learn from what he did to his competitors early on in this match. So he might be getting hit with that. And, did Malady build any anti-air? It doesn't look like it. Even on his main base, I don't see any anti-air. So, Malady could get hit pretty hard with this, with these gunships. And doesn't really have any anti-air units either. Just depends when Teddy wants to send these guys over. Looks like they are flying over to Malady's base. Pretty short command though. Looks like, are they going to land? Alright, so these gunships are going to be doing a little bit of damage. Almost landed them. But they're now set onto Malady's army. Honestly, I love these gunships. This lone fighter, doing God's work. And yeah, one fighter... Dude, those shots are whipping. Not really going to be enough. And it seems like he is... Okay, this fighter is not hitting these gunships. I don't know what that's about. There's no dodging in this game as far as I'm aware. Looks like he hasn't even been able to take one down yet. Yeah, these gunships are just wreaking havoc. Then is Malady building anti-air? Yeah. He does have some crossbows here. Looks like they are going to be able to put the hurt on these gunships. And that's about that for that air raid. There's a lone gunship all the way over here, but it definitely did enough damage, hurting their eco quite substantially. Although they are quite even right now, actually almost completely even. The cool colors has like half of more mechs, but other than that, it's pretty locked in. This gunship is now getting out, doing some damage. But it will be taken down. This fighter, lots of veterancy, but seemingly can't hit a single missile locking torpedo. Ridiculous. It is absolute garbage. I guess I just never really see them alone. Anyways, hoverboat skirmish right here on this island. Very nice. From Teddy here, locking in these hover tanks and then assaulting them with these lighter vehicles. Although, looks like Flash is bringing some crocodiles of his own, and that is that raid repelled. Some more crocodiles making their way north. But you know, if they keep getting stunned like this, being caught out, it's not going to be good for them. Looks like some of them did manage to get away. They are gathering their forces, trying to repel this. It looks like counterattack at this point. I do love to see some counterattacks here. And they're going to be retreating up this ramp, returning fire on these crocodiles. They do have a much larger force, so I think it would be foolish for Flash to advance. Yeah, great little skirmish there. I really enjoy stuff like that. And as somehow, Ragnar still has these couple wind turbines and mexes over here. Great to see. These crocodiles are going to be maneuvering north around Flash here. Going straight for Teddy's base, it looks like. Well, straight for the water, but I'm sure they're going to be directed, yeah, to Teddy's base, so that's nice to see. And yeah, these crocodiles, I've seen that these Twilights are uncloaked. Will be doing some damage. Getting a little bit of damage on these guys as well. Some paralysis. And for 10 seconds. Okay, these Twilight mexes are actually a great weapon. A great tool here. If there's any armies around to capitalize on it, but there aren't. These crocodiles now sweeping through Teddy's base. And oh boy, it is not looking good for the green man here. These Caimans not really able to stop the crocodiles in any meaningful way. And the aircraft plant is trying to build a scout, so honestly, not that useful. But we do have Flash coming up here with a relief force. Although, what's relieving? It's not relieving much, is it? They can't really catch up to Ragnar here, and that's the thing with hover tanks, or any hover vehicle. They're slow as heck, so trying to, you know, skirmish with them is really difficult. You know, as soon as someone opens with something like this, it's going to be really difficult to stop it. So a lot of tidal generators going down, that airbase going down. Hover tank platform did not go down. Hovercraft platform, my bad. I don't think Ragnar has any chance of saving these hover tanks here. I don't think he's planning to. He's just trying to do as much damage as he can. And somehow this tidal generator, oh, it did end up going down. Yeah, very good raid by Ragnar, but it does leave him open to counterattack, so stay tuned. See what happens next. In any case, Ragnar's now on tier 2 vehicle plant. Did get rid of his hovercraft platform. Yeah, hovercraft doesn't scale well into the late game. Really bad in the late game. So I think going for vehicles is a smart choice. Tier 2 vehicles are going to fare better on this type of terrain than tier 1 vehicles will, so I don't see it as a detriment that he's going vehicles instead of like bots or something. Although I think tier 2 bots definitely have enough firepower to try to compete with these hovercraft in the late game, but you never know. Malady does have 3 gunships over here. What are his bases looking like? He does have an aircraft plant. I think that's about it. Yeah, a lot of gunships. Actually not that many gunships. But if there's no anti-air, they are going to be doing a lot of damage. It does look like there is a Thistle right here. And Malady, sitting at these pawns, they're going to be absolutely destroyed by these crocodiles and gunboats. The fast assault corvettes. They're double twin turrets. We have a lone watcher over here. Very nice. So yeah, the land force for the warm colors is looking very thin right now. They're very susceptible to raids at this point. Combat engineers better get cranking, because they need some stuff to get out here. And it's like Ragnar's building an advanced construction vehicle instead of any defense force. Although Flash is not launching an attack yet, but if he was, he could be doing a lot of damage here. So it's always worth it to scout out, you know? Try to get this plane like right here. See that there's absolutely nothing over there, although these nettles might take it down, but we have some Jaguars coming up. Honestly, excited to see how lightning tanks fare against crocodiles. I'm assuming poorly. I think crocodiles might just have too much health, but I'm not entirely sure. So 1377, and these guys are doing 204 damage a second. So it might, I don't know, no idea. And these guys don't have a lot of health, but crocodiles aren't like heavy hitters in any way. So as long as you don't just leave the Jaguars here, they might be able to get some stuff done. Yeah, only taking these guys down like 15% at a time. So it's going to be a very protracted battle if he's going to kill any crocodiles. And also there's just not enough Jaguars to really defend here. Pawns are coming in. It looks like the crocodiles are actually retreating, at least for now, which is good for Ragnar. The more time he has to build up, the better, because he does have the tech advantage. Tier 2 vehicles are going to be so much better than anything hover tanks can ever put out. Rip sonar plane. And these gunships just absolutely wrecking this poor construction hovercraft. But yeah, air is going to be very annoying, so building anti-air everywhere is going to be incredibly important. These combat engineers just building stuff, just doing things. Crocodiles heading south now, trying to move around this landmass, I'm assuming. Probably going to make a beach landing over here, where these Jaguar tanks are not, but they have been spotted, and these Jaguars are moving down, trying to respond. But there is a small force here, but it looks like the possums are following just a little bit slower. So Ragnar's still putting out Jaguar tanks. He's not putting out anything. He's trying to build an Armageddon, a nuke launcher, which honestly I wouldn't do right now. I do that when it stagnates, when the game is a little bit slow. And obviously, if the nuke goes out, it's going to be very detrimental for the enemy team. But it's got 20 seconds to build, and then it has to build a nuke, and there's also a lot of resources. So if Ragnar gets attacked right now, all these crocodiles going back to their original landing spot. Where are the Jaguars? Everybody's moving north for this Cayman raid. These crocodiles are going to capitalize on that, and absolutely not looking good for Ragnar right here. And this nuke is up. Does not have any nukes yet, but it is slowly building. You can see that progress bar sliding. We have a bull coming out here. These guys got to get out faster. Jaguars coming to intercept, but there's not a lot this time around. There's about 5 Jaguars, 1 bull tank. It looks like these crocodiles are being pushed back yet again. Flash does not want to attack at all. Looks like he's actually just trying to get his possums into range, really, which are doing a little bit of damage, taking out some anti-air, some laser towers. The Cayman attack was repelled. Definitely did some damage though. Honestly, if Ragnar can keep up his defense for a little bit more, whoa, it's gonna be really good for him. This nuke about halfway built here, and these crocodiles looking like they're gonna go south. Kind of just antagonizing in general, right? And Maldy, what are these? Is Maldy still building pawns? What is he on? Or like, not like what is he on, but like what tech tier? He's building a bot lab and a regular aircraft platform. This looks like Maldy's taking the hit, just hoping that this nuke is going to end this game, because he is way behind in tech. The warm color team is quite ahead in resources though, even with all these tidal generators on Teddy's side. We do have a lot of bombers coming out here. Keep in mind that a lot of this anti-air was destroyed with those crocodile raids. Although there are some fighters up here scanning the horizon, so he's going to have to build up a critical mass of gunships. Also a hailstorm. Yikes. This Crocodile's pushing in. Is Teddy gonna push with them? Honestly, it could be a decently devastating attack. There's only 4 bulls up here and 3 jaguars. I don't know what Ragnar's building. This nuke, almost up. And the nuke is up now, ready to be launched. And Teddy attacks immediately. He has no way of knowing that the nuke was up, but dang, he is destroying. He just got rid of that Armageddon quite quickly, which is what I was afraid was going to happen. So Ragnar spent a lot of resources on that, a lot of time. He's also going to be losing his Tier 2 advanced vehicle plan, it looks like. I love the lasers on these sabers, by the way. They're just awesome. And that raid is doing just a ton of damage to Red's economy. A lot of energy going down. Obviously, that nuke going down, the base going down. Just leaving them very, very vulnerable. And it's because they didn't have any anti-air. Ragnar trying to build an advanced shipyard over here, which is yeah. So actually, I think they did end up seeing where this thing was, because that was definitely a targeted attack right on that nuke. If Ragnar had launched it as soon as it was up, the tide of this game would have been changed. But yeah, not right now. Anyways, there is an nuke platform right now. Anyways, so the nuke would only have done damage nowhere, actually, because there's another one down here. Interesting. Malady has a large force of pawns still. Definitely would like him to move to Tier 2 as soon as possible. He's building some Falcons though. He's on Tier 2 economy. He has Tier 2 mexes, but just still building Tier 1 planes. Ragnar focusing on the sea game, building a lot of cruisers here. And didn't really think we were going to see any planes from this mainland team, just because the sea had already been won. But because the enemy team hadn't really been patrolling around, they weren't able to capitalize on their sea superiority, you know? That's the sea superior. Okay, I feel like I could do something with that, but I'm not going to. Anyways, a little tactical missile launcher coming up here, a catalyst. Nice to see. Also have an advanced aircraft plant here, and just a regular shipyard. Oh, this is a Tier 2 shipyard. So this missile launcher is going to be coming up. Going to be producing missiles a lot faster than that nuke, that Armageddon. Honestly, tactical missile could be very damaging here. Just depends on the range on these things. So range for this guy is 2,700. So it's not really going to be able to hit much right now. Honestly, what you would want to hit is maybe these anti-air stuff, prepping for an air raid. Maybe trying to get this army if Malady's unaware. But that's about it. That is about it. And a Flash encircled on this island, getting a little worried, I'd assume. You know, these paladins. Oh, he is going to be cloaking. Definitely has the energy to keep cloaking. It's not really a big problem for him. It's going to be a little bit of a drain on his economy, but honestly, Warm Color Team is way, way behind in energy. Although they are ahead in metal just because they have so much more Tier 2. And they also have a lot more access to mexes. So, in the very, very late game, mainland team should be winning this. Flash taking damage here, down to 80%. And some more paladins coming out here. Although they were being hit by subs. Still RB. Still RB. We have the meats. They still are being hit by these subs here. Paladins moving in. Taking out some tidal generators. Nothing huge. Now the enemy team is definitely aware that there's another naval presence on the map. Wonder if they're going to send any ships around to do any damage? Doesn't look like it. Some EMP bombers, stilettos, from Malady, which means he has transitioned to Tier 2 aircraft plant. Very nice. He's still keeping his Tier 1 though. Probably just to produce fighters. Honestly, don't really need... Does Tier 2 even make fighters? If they do, you probably don't even need them. Is why I'm assuming he's keeping it around. There's, yeah, the high one was just a stealth fighter, which is probably a little bit overkill. And, ooh, a lot of these scouts just being ripped up by that anti-air. Paladins making their appearance around Flash's base. It's a naval fusion reactor there. I thought it was a nuke launcher underground, and I was a little bit confused for a tad second right there. Looks like this tactical missile thing has not launched one yet, even though it definitely is ready for it. We do have a nuke launcher coming up here and a fusion reactor. Ooh, so Teddy is just building up, trying to end this game quickly, not even with an army, but with nukes. And honestly, Ragna is just taking out Flash's base. Flash is going to lose his shipyard. He's losing all of his economy. And now, Warm Color Team has risen above the cool colors in terms of their economy. It's like these paladins don't really want to go in. Well, right now they're being stuck on land, but okay, these wasps are giving them a little bit of trouble. Although, one of them will eventually go down, but they should... Okay, fighters coming in here, taking out these wasps. Actually, no, because there's some Nighthawks here, some stealth fighters, so maybe the stealth fighters are worth it. Honestly, don't really play that much air, and when I do, I don't use stealth fighters. I just use crappy ones. They're so much easier to build. Flash, still cloaked here at 30%, getting shelled. Is he being hit by any of these? Not really. Steadily gaining health. More paladins coming around here. And that's about it for Teddy. He doesn't have a base left. He has a few mexes. Has some wasps here. Or wait, these aren't wasps. These are cyclones, so... Seaplane Swarmer. I don't really know what that means. I don't really see tier 2 air. And I think these are actually seaplanes, so... pardon me if I don't know what they do. Wasps. Dealing damage here. Honestly, not bad. Not a bad unit at all, but they are being taken down by this anti-air ship here. The Dragon Slayer. Honestly, anti-air is so much more efficient than air in this game. I think... I don't know. Other people that are better at this game probably disagree. I feel like it needs to be a little bit tuned down. Because really, really light anti-air can take down, like, lots and lots of planes. It's honestly a little bit ridiculous. Like, this guy taking down all of those wasps. Now, I realize that these paladins can hit the wasps a little bit, but this guy's just doing so much damage. And like 3 wasps not being able to take down this anti-air ship is just a little bit ridiculous in my opinion. But Buccaneers doing their best to take down the Dragon Slayer. They are taking down more paladins as well. And these wasps just trying to defend this poor base. Paladin's going to try to destroy this tier 2 shipyard, I'm assuming. Oh, that's our goal. Actually, looks like they're taking down the nano turrets first, which is interesting. Probably going to take what they can get. Just because Ragnar doesn't think he's going to be able to take down that shipyard, so he's going for at least a little bit of damage, right? Not a bad play at all. Probably something I actually agree with. I mean, I think he could have taken this down. I think he probably realized that too. It was down at 20%, but that's fine. He's moving in with a much, much larger force. Hopefully able to do some damage here. He has a lot more... these aren't anti-air. He doesn't have any anti-air. Oh, wait, no, he does. No, he doesn't. I keep thinking the Dolphins are the Dragon Slayer ships. Yeah, no anti-air right now, so these wasps are going to be wreaking havoc. Right now they are running away though. Paladins absolutely just wrecking these Buccaneers. Buccaneers are better than Paladins, I'm assuming, but there's just not enough of them to do this, you know, any substantial damage. Tier 2 shipyard is going down here. And fighters moving in as well. Honestly, Teddy is just... Ooh, he's feeling the hurt. Flash building a advanced shipyard with his construction ships. He is going to be making something, probably. Advanced construction sub. Ooh, not looking good for him, but he is trying to make a comeback. Ragnar just has a huge naval presence at this point. Malady has a decent air presence as well. And a lot of pawns, although those guys aren't going to be able to go anywhere, but, you know, it's fine. What are these? Are these the stealth fighters? Yes, the high winds. Indeed, high winds. As they're being taken down by rudimentary anti-air. Like, these missiles should not be able to take down stealth fighters this quick, like this easily. I think it's ridiculous, but this nuke is going out. Everybody, close your eyes for impact. Let's try to follow it as best as we can. And just wipes out a lot of Ragnar's main base. But they still, Worm Team just still has such a better economy than oh my gosh, this team, the cool color team. And it looks like that is going to be it for Teddy and Flash. Let's look at these graphs. Whew. Yeah, Ragnar just killing it. Teddy and Ragnar just doing the best. Honestly, I don't think this is about what metal used. Yeah, this graph is about metal used, and Melody honestly did great. I think he made a lot of units. Yeah, Melody made the most units. Honestly, love to see it. This game was awesome. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to like, subscribe if you want to see more stuff like this. And I may I definitely cover people's videos if they do send them to me on Discord or through my email. So make sure to do that. I actually have one in my inbox that's waiting right now. It's a really long game, so that'll be next week, so get hyped for that. I'll see you guys next time. Adios.